Hello, it's Regina with AG Designs. So I am back with another video to let you know something new that I've started. So I have taken up sewing. Who would have known, right? So most of you who have already subscribed to my channel know that I do a lot of craft type items, you know, tumblers, notebooks, epoxy, things like that. But I had purchased a sewing machine roughly 8 years ago with the intention at that time of taking a class so that I can learn how to sew. And I ended up putting it in, while it was still in the box, in the closet down in my basement, thinking, okay, one day I'll get to it, take a class, pick it up, and let's go. Well, as it turned out, 8 years later, I kind of forgot about it. And I was digging through the closet looking for something else and stumbled upon the box of the sewing machine. So I was like, okay, let me just see if I take it out the box and try and plug it up and see if it still works, right? I mean, it was brand new, had never been touched. The box hadn't been open. But I just didn't know with it sitting for so long, if it will still come on or what. So when I plugged it up and it came on, I was like, okay, now it's time for me to take a class, right? So that I can learn how to use this machine because I didn't know how to thread it, how to do anything besides just turning it on, right? I knew it had that foot pedal, didn't really understand that logic with it. So I was like, let me just take a class. So I went on to Joann's website, signed up for a class to learn the sewing machine. And with that class, it's a beginner's class. It gets you very familiar with your sewing machine. And you also create a pillow. So this was the first thing that I made in the class, right? It is a pillow. I was super excited to be able to, one, thread the machine, learn how to operate it, and to make this pillow. So when I came out of there, I was so pumped that I immediately went to YouTube and started looking at other things that I can sew. Now, I'm not interested in sewing clothes or anything like that, but a lot of the groups that I'm in on Facebook and watching some of the YouTube channels for other crafters, I saw where these ladies were making purses. Well, I'm a purse lover, right? So I said, well, that can't be too hard, I don't think. Excuse me. So I went ahead and started downloading some videos, tutorials, buying patterns. Didn't know what I was doing, but I said, hey, let me just step out there and try it. So went ahead and went to a couple of stores, bought a lot of fabric, not knowing, you know, what I was doing, but hey, gotta start somewhere, right? Watched the video tutorial, cut this pattern out, and sewed a bag. So the very first purse that I sold, that I made, it was a little small bag. I don't want to show it because it's just not the best, right? But I was really proud of myself because that was my first time, and I was like, hey, let me just redo this over and over, and let me just see if I get the hang of it. So I ventured out a little bit more, watched a couple more videos, and then it was like, I think I can sew this, right? So I started making purses. Now I've only been sewing since July of this year, but just to show you some of the things that I've made so far that I'm really pretty proud of. So like this is one of the purses that I've made. So on the sides, you have your snaps, so you can make it a little bit, you know, larger, right? Or I should say wider on the inside, otherwise you clamp your sides together. On the inside, you have, well, on the outside here, you have a pocket, a front pocket. This is what the back looks like. And then on the inside, you know, it's just like a bucket bag on the inside. And I have them stuffed to keep their shape. Let me just take some of this out. So on the inside of the purse, it's just lined. But I did it, right? So I didn't know if I'd really be able to follow the patterns or follow those on the video and really sew it. But I did it. So in making this one, I was like, well, let me just go ahead and make a couple more, right? So same pattern, same type, just different material. So this one, as you can see, is a gray snake print. And this is the back with the clear handles, right? And these are nice size bags as well. In each bag that I started making, I was like, oh my God, I want to keep for myself, right? But I have posted these bags on my website, and they are currently for purchase. But a lot of them, I think I'm just going to keep for myself, and then as someone order it, then I'll make it. But this is another one. Look at the colors, like the pretty vibrant colors, snake print. Really pretty. Check out the handles, the wooden handles. Back side. So again, all of the purses that I have made out of this pattern is the same. It has a front pocket as well, and then the inside, right? Now they can be customized, like if you want to add pockets on the inside, whether it's just a slip pocket or if you want a zipper pocket, that can be done as well. So another one in the same pattern is this one. All right, it's a little smushed here on the side. Is this pattern. So again, another snake pattern. You can see the colors up close. And again, the bags are nice size up against you, right? Now, I love animal print, cow print, all that kind of stuff. This has a different look of a handle. The shape is a little different, still wooden. But this is one of the cow print ones. Okay, the sides all have the the snap pocket, or the snaps on the side, with the front pockets. That is a snap pocket on the front side of the bag. And inside of the bag, of course, is just a generic lining, and it's just an open type bucket purse on the inside as well. But I did it and was just extremely proud of myself. So I've been venturing out with different types of fabrics. And again, you know, I just really, really love like the alligator and the snake, or anything that stands out, things you can feel, like the, not just smooth, right? It has some texture to it. So I ventured out with a different pattern, and this is another bag that I've made, right? And as you can see, it is the crocodile print, and it is a tan purse. And check out the straps on this purse. But this is another one. And again, a nice size tote bag, right? And in this one, I also made it in the color of purple too. So I will be adding additional colors to my site, in which, you know, the purses can be made with various colors, right? But this is what I have to show for now. I have made some clutches. I'm going to venture out and make some wallets, and maybe some small cosmetic type bags as well. And then I want to try and make things for men as well, right? Maybe start off with some wallets. I want to do like a small backpack or messenger bag, something like that too. But I just wanted to come on here and just show you some of the things that I've been doing that are not so crafty, right? From a tumbler or epoxy sublimation type item, but it's actually sewing. And I've actually really enjoyed sewing. It's very calming to me. For some people, it's kind of frustrating, but for me, I get in my zone, turn my music on, or put a podcast on and just get in that zone and start sewing. Now, the machines that I'm using, I do have 2 sewing machines. I started out with the Singer 4411. It's giving me a lot of problems with the threads, like the, what do you call it, the bobbin thread. And then the top stitch just really wasn't coming out right for some reason. So I went ahead and upgraded my machine to the Singer, what is that, 6800C. So just so you can see, this gray one here is my 6800C. The C stands for computerized. It has a little computer window, touch screen where you can actually make your elections and things like that. And it has worked really well with sewing the purses. I do want to upgrade to an industrial sewing machine. So I'm just now, you know, checking to see what's out there before I just go ahead and purchase one, right? So I have my eyes on either a Yamada or a Juki. I think there's also a Kingsman. So I just have to really do my due diligence in the research because those machines cost a lot of money. And I'd hate to just go out there and buy one and it's not the best type for making purses. So I just want to do a little bit more research and then go ahead and get me an industrial machine because I really like making handbags, right? And so I just want to make sure that the quality comes out really nice too in sewing as well. In addition to that, I have also purchased an embroidery machine so that I can embroider either your business logo on like a clutch purse or a crossbody. I've done some crossbodies and I'll show in another video some of the crossbodies that I have made, but I have embroidered my logo, my business logo, onto a crossbody. So those will be some offerings as well. So I do have the Brother SE600. It is a one thread spool type embroidery machine. It's not the ones that have the multiple threaders so that you don't have to change out the thread every time, you know, you have a new color coming up. So I said, okay, baby steps first, right? So here you can see my Brother SE600. So I start off with this one just so I can get the swing of, you know, trying to thread and see how it would actually work, right, with embroidering on fabric. So again, I'm doing some additional research too because I've seen the Rakomas and some other brand that's out there too that has like at least 10 spools that you can put different colors on so that you don't have to switch it out. And then for larger projects, you know, it will come in handy as well as a bigger embroidery window, right? Because this Brother SE600 only allows me to embroider up to a 4x4 size. And, you know, if I want to venture out and doing jackets and bigger projects, you know, I'm going to need to have a bigger machine that can accommodate it. So, but I was just excited to come out here and just share with you that I have started something totally different than just the regular sublimation of t-shirts and other products like that. I've ventured out into the world of sewing. So if you've ever had the inkling to try sewing, I'll tell you, go for it. Some of the sewing machines you can get for under $200, right, to just start out with. And then as you see that you're liking this and you know, want to continue and go on, then you can venture into a larger size machine or something different that'll help you sew the projects that you're, you know, truly interested in. So again, I will not be sewing clothing. I'm only going to stick with, you know, handbag type objects to sew, right? Or products, I should say. But just want to come out here and let you know, so you'll start seeing quite a few videos. A mixture from regular things that I do with the sublimation or epoxy type stance, in addition to sharing when I purchase material, you know, what the materials look like, where I'm purchasing them from, any kind of item that I'm making, or if I get a new sewing machine, that kind of stuff, right? Just sharing so that I may be able to be an inspiration to someone else who have thought about doing it and just hadn't had the courage to do it and jump out and start sewing. So, again, until next time, thank you for watching. If you have already subscribed to my page, thank you so much. And if you have not and are interested from watching some of the videos that I have made, please go out there and subscribe. And then select all so you'll know anytime that I do upload something new, you'll be notified. So have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.